Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, let's try to understand the reality of DevOps and cloud job roles in 2024. You might have seen some people talking about the market that they have been trying from last 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, but finding it difficult to enter the DevOps and cloud space. They're not getting the opportunities. They're not able to clear the interviews. For some people, the profile itself is not getting shortlisted. On the other side, you might have seen people sharing success stories on LinkedIn. You might have seen people talking about multiple offers that they have, 2 offers, 4 offers, 6 offers. Even I post on my YouTube community tab about list of our subscribers who are getting selected on a weekly basis. So why is there this huge difference? What is the reality? To be very honest, both of them are actually true. There are people who are finding it difficult, and there are people who are able to clear the DevOps and cloud roles with huge packages as well. This is the reality. But what are the factors that have created this difference? And most importantly, what we will learn in today's video is how to overcome this particular situation and how to move from one side to the other, from the side of not getting opportunities to the side of clearing DevOps and cloud roles in 2024. So please watch this video till the end. The first factor here is the demand and supply. Many of you know that 2023 has not been that great year, and because of that, the demand and supply did not meet the expectation of people. Probably if you go back 3 years or 5 years, like during pandemic or before that, market had a lot of opportunities, and market was able to cater for people who are trying to enter the market. But because the market did not do that well in 2023, number of opportunities have gone less, but the number of people trying for the opportunities have been the same or little more. Because of this, there is a drift in the people's opinion, where some people were not able to get the opportunities and some people were able to get the opportunities and clear the opportunities. Now, this demand and supply has created another factor, that is the complexity of the interviews. Now, it's quite obvious when there are a lot of people and less number of opportunities, the complexity of the interviews have to go high. Let's say you have 100 people trying to apply for 10 DevOps job roles or 5 DevOps job roles. To filter the right 5 candidates amongst those 100 candidates, the complexity of the interview definitely has to go high. Only then you will be able to filter the right 5 candidates. So this is a second factor. Again, this factor has created a lot of drift. People's profile were not getting shortlisted. People with good skill set were only getting selected. And the factor 1 and factor 2, that is demand and supply and the complexity of the interview, which has gone high, has created another factor, that is scenario based questions, practical learning. So in the interviews, if the complexity has to go high, people started asking scenario based questions. People started asking the real time challenges. Now this was again very difficult for some people, because people were trying to enter the DevOps and cloud space, but probably did not have worked so much on the DevOps and cloud technologies. People have learned through some courses, people have learned through some online material or YouTube channels, and answering those real-time challenges, scenario-based questions was another difficult factor. Some people were able to do it, so those people have easily cleared. Fourth factor is the freshers and experienced factor. Unfortunately, 2023 has been a terrible year for freshers. I can say probably IT has seen its low for freshers in 2023, because of which lot of freshers did not get the opportunities, because market has less number of opportunities and market was looking for skillful engineers. So people were looking for skillful engineers and experienced engineers. Of course, some freshers, again, with good projects, some freshers with internship opportunities that they got, practical learning, being active on the social media platforms. Some people were able to clear that. Now, these are the four major factors. Of course, you cannot change these factors, right? We are at the receiving end. Whoever is trying to apply, whoever is trying to get into the DevOps and cloud job roles, everyone is at the receiving end. But what you can do to change your situation, right? Whether it's the demand and supply, whether it's the complexity of the interviews, scenario based questions, or if you're a fresher, what you can do is not just focus on the theory part. Now, this is very, very important. If you look at the people who have focused on the theory knowledge or just focused on understanding the concepts, found it very difficult to clear the interviews. Of course, you need to have a very strong foundational knowledge, because without foundational knowledge, you cannot understand the complex topics. But just having the foundational knowledge will not lead you to a DevOps and cloud job role in 2024. So foundational knowledge plus practical learning plus projects. This is something, or this is the secret mantra for clearing a DevOps and cloud role in 2024. Of course, how can you do that? So obviously, to do that, you have to pick up the right resources. You have to pick up the right materials. If you are going for any courses or if you're going for a particular YouTube channel, make sure whatever you are learning starts with a very good foundational knowledge. If someone is teaching you a concept, let's say you're learning DevOps, it should always start with the foundational knowledge where you understand what exactly is that particular technology, why you need that particular technology, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, and then you should go with the course that you are taking should go with the practical teaching. For example, the zero to hero courses that we have done. If you look at the AWS zero to hero or DevOps zero to hero, initially we focused a lot on the fundamentals. After that, we did a lot of projects, and people who are doing these projects, posting about those projects on the social media platforms, enhancing their skill set, they have the more opportunities of the profiles getting shortlisted. Once the profile gets shortlisted, to answer the real time or scenario based questions, the practical learning that you have done or the projects that you have done. Let's say recently I've done a project on deploying a 3-tier architecture application on the EKS clusters. If you have seen that video, you will get a good foundational understanding of what exactly is a 3-tier application, how to deploy it. But if you do it practically, you will run into some errors. Of course, while I do it, I might do it very easily because of number of times that I've done it in the past. But when you do it for the first time, you will run into some challenges. Probably you will not understand the OIDC concept, or you will not understand probably about the IAM and the service account integration, or you will face some errors that your pod has gone down. It went into crash loop back off. The readiness probe has failed, or the liveness probe has failed. If someone asks you what are the challenges, or if someone asks you a scenario based question, if you do these projects practically, you will run into these challenges and you will be able to answer. But if you just watch some videos, get the theory understanding, that's the real problem, and that's where you will find difficult to clear the interviews. Now, you might ask me, but Abhishek, my profile itself is not getting shortlisted. Now, then the factor is totally different. If the profile is not getting shortlisted, do not go and try to look into the market and don't get demotivated that market is not good. What you need to do is go to Naukri, go to LinkedIn, go to the analytics and try to understand if recruiters are actually finding your profile or not. If recruiters are not finding your profile, then you don't have the right keywords in your profile. Let's say recruiters are finding your profile, but they have viewed your profile and they're not calling you. Then the problem is that you have not articulated or you have not put your resume in that way that is impressing the recruiters. So probably you can go and watch our Naukri building session or LinkedIn building session, where I've clearly explained and shown you the analytics of how to improve the chances of getting interview calls and sitting in an interview. So once you have the opportunity of sitting in an interview, if you do the practical and project based learning, then it will be very easy to clear the interviews, right? So again, I'll repeat, the secret of success or the success mantra in 2024 is going to be one, strong foundational knowledge, very strong basics. Without strong basics, you cannot go with step 2, 3, and 4, of course. So start with strong basics. If you don't understand what exactly is an AWS IAM, or if you don't understand the architecture of Kubernetes, then there is no point of you doing hundreds of Kubernetes projects. Number two, once you have strong basics, go with practical learning. Do a lot of practicals. If you are learning the concept of AWS IAM today, go to AWS account, create IAM roles, do something with the IAM, do some projects. That is point number three. There are a lot of projects on YouTube today. Just go and search for CI/CD, you will get thousands of projects. Go and search for EKS, you will get hundreds of projects. Just you need to find the right project and the project that is explaining you the things, and after that, the project that is providing you the notes so that you can also implement the project. Step four is the right resume preparation of your profile so that recruiters find you and recruiter call you. So these are the things. If any of these things is something that you're not doing, please do it. And all these four things can lead you or can get you a job in 2024 for sure. And I'll work towards making more such videos. I'll try to share more such information. Keep checking the YouTube community tab once in a while. I post about these things. And also, I'll try to invite a lot of people to the podcast and teach you that. And from 28th of this month, we are doing Azure Zero to Hero course. And I will follow all of these things in the Azure course. I'll start with basics. I'll start with practical learning. Then I'll do the project-based learning. And also, when we do the projects, I'll share you how to showcase them in your resume. So that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching it. And I hope you will follow these tips and clear a DevOps and cloud job role in 2024.